Welcome to the channel, everybody. Level and Diecast, bringing you another showcase today. Showcasing something that's never been on the channel before, because I actually forgot that I even had this model. This is a private goods model. This is a PGM private goods model. This is unfortunately one of those really high-end diecast pieces that is unfortunately not licensed. But it's a very, very, very nice piece. I actually acquired this in a trade. But I forgot that I even had this. So it's a very, very nice box. You see, it is Christmas themed. So definitely not in the season, but I think you guys will be pretty happy with what it is. So you do lift up the box here. Nothing real fancy to it. It is a pretty nice box. Just a black lined box on the inside. There is a little flap to fold down so you can get the actual model itself out. There is a piece of styrofoam here on the top. It is in a round case. So we'll slide it out just a little bit. We'll pull the foam surround off of it. And there it is. There is the PGM model. It is the Snowdrift F40. Comes with another styrofoam piece on the bottom, or foam piece. Then it comes with this little accessory pack that we'll take a look at in just a second. Nothing fancy with the rest of the box itself. But this is the model itself. Comes in this really nice circular display. It does have a really nice soft felt on the bottom. Very, very high-end piece for sure. Keep it from slipping and sliding around. It does rotate as well. So the model does rotate. There actually is a axis in there that it rotates on, which is rather interesting. So we'll just take this over here, pop this out of there before I damage it. So it does come with this little plastic piece in here. This plastic piece keeps all the parts together. Yes, the parts together. It has moving parts inside of there. Nice acrylic case on it. Very, very nice. Very thick. Very high-end. Very nice piece. There is the actual F40 itself. Like I said, this is the Snowdrift F40. It does have the tire chains on the back of it. The extra fog lights on the front. Super, super high-end piece. Like I said, but it's not licensed, unfortunately. But very, very high-end piece. This one happens to be number 119 of 199. It does have a very nice metal plaque on there. Also has very, very nice soft white felt in here, which is what the model is connected to. The model does come off of the little base piece here. You'll see there is an actual ball bearing in there. Actual ball bearing that does rotate in there, which is pretty nice. Looks pretty good. A little worn out. I'm going to have to clean that one up a little bit. And then there is just the bottom of it. It's just a plastic base with a couple of screws to hold the model in. So we'll set that back there on the base. So there is the F40. Like I said, it comes with tire chains in the back. Those are metal. They are attached to the wheels, though, so it's not like you can pull them off. It's not that insane. There is the details in the back. You can see right through it to the engine bay. And yes, it does open up. Everything opens on this model. There is the details on the other side. Such a fantastic model. It's such a good model. And then there is the fog lights and stuff. You can see the detail on those is absolutely top notch. Like I said, it does have opening features. So the front end does open up. You can see lots of detail in there. Some prints in there as well. No spare tire in this one. So would have had a spare tire in there on the real F40. But no spare tire on this particular one. This one looks pretty amazing. A little bit of silver print in there for the air inducts in there. And then, of course, the whole underside is also done up. It's not a bunch of ugly metal or anything like that. It's actually painted up and textured and all that good stuff like that. So we'll put that down. The hatch in the back does open up as well. Oop, pop that open. Does have a lot of detail underneath there for the intakes and all that kind of stuff like that. Again, not any corners cut on this particular one. Details on the back. There is the tire change you can see. Intake on there for the turbo and stuff. Looks fantastic. A couple of intercoolers in there. A little bit of print in there on those. A little bit of print on top of the exhaust. on top of the suspension pieces. You can see even in on the side there, very hard to see, but if you look behind the wheel, more suspension print in there, which is extremely good. Now, if you're wondering, what do you do about this particular hatch? That is what this is for. This is your accessory piece. That little piece there on the bottom, a little black piece that will hold up the hatch so you don't have to worry about not being able to display it with it open. This is your tool. This is your tool to open up the doors. So it does have this ridiculous point on the front that is purposeful. That is so that you can get the doors open. So use that to pop open the doors. There is the door popped open. The interior is extremely detailed. Seats are painted up, which looks fantastic. Even a little bit of print on the back side of that mirror. Very, very nice model. Very high-end model. Try to get some light in there. I do apologize about that. See if we open up the other side real quick. The other side popped open. Maybe get a little bit more light in there, sort of. Details on the back of the door panels is pretty straightforward. Looks pretty good though. The shifter down in there is painted up as well. You can see the pedals down there on the bottom. Those are also printed up, which looks pretty good. Here we go. Trying to get the glare out of there, get the focus in there. I do apologize about that. Then there is print on the steering wheel. If I can get that piece to focus. So small, super, super tiny, trying to get the camera to focus on that. But yeah, it looks absolutely fantastic. And then if you want to open up all the things, being super gentle with it. There is the exploded view of it. Everything does open on it. It is a very, very high-end model. It doesn't steer anything, so don't get too carried away with it. As far as it rolling, I wouldn't be able to tell you. Never taken it off the base, so I don't know if it rolls or not. I would lean towards no. It probably doesn't roll. At least in the front, it might roll, but in the back, you know those tire chains are definitely not going to roll. That's for sure. But very, very, very nice piece. Definitely one of my favorite pieces in the collection. Although I have debated parting with it recently, just mainly because I kind of forgot that I even had it. So you may say, well, how can it be a favorite piece of your collection if you don't remember you had it? Because I remember getting it. I do remember getting it. And I do remember trading for it. And I was actually very, very stoked to trade for it. It was actually a relatively complicated trade to get my hands on that one. It was how they say it's like a 4-part trade. Some guy traded something for this other thing, traded to this other guy, and then that guy traded that thing to me, so to speak. Very, very interesting. But anyways, it does come with its own little tool. It does say PGM on the side, and then it does come with the little stand piece to hold up the engine cover if you want to display it with the engine cover up. This model originally retailed for about 60, 70 bucks, which was its original retail value. This model does go for about double that now, about 120, 130 bucks is what that goes for now. You might find some guys that are a little bit crazy that want like close to $200 for it, but it is unlicensed. So I do have to remind you that PGM models are not licensed. One of the reasons why it's so high quality, so detailed, and just an absolutely fantastic model. If that was a licensed Ferrari model, it would have been at least $200 new. And nowadays it probably would have went for $400 or $500 now. And I wouldn't even have one in my collection if that was the case. But typically I don't do licensed stuff, but this one is a very, very nice piece. I'm a bit impartial to the F40. It's my favorite Ferrari of all time. Barely beating out the 550 Maranello. But anyways, just wanted to bring that to you guys. Something different, something new, something unique. As always on the channel, that's how we roll. Level M Diecast. Appreciate you all as always. Don't forget to drop that comment. Come back for more stuff. Peace.